the experiences that has been recommended time and time again is to go and have lunch at a Bodegon. And that's kind of like an old-fashioned tavern. It has a very, family-oriented feel. And it's kind of simple, classic. The focus is on good food, large, hearty portions. So that's what we're doing right now. We're eating at a place called Norte, Restaurante Norte. We've just placed our order and the food should be arriving soon.
So what I've noticed right away is it appears we're the only tourists here. It looks like this is a very kind of like neighborhood type of establishment, and there's a lot of locals frequenting this place, which is really cool, I think, because like there's a lot of times where we go out and we know we're eating somewhere really touristy and it just doesn't feel quite as authentic as this. And also this place is open like pretty much throughout the whole day. We noticed they have breakfast specials. You can pop in for lunch, which is what we're doing now, or you can come in for a late night dinner.
Yeah, they're open from 6 in the morning till midnight. Sam, you're looking happy over there. Why is that?
Yes, my bife de lomo champignon has arrived, which is basically steak with mushrooms and I think kind of a gravy, and these look like homemade wedges, like home fries,
ooh,
deep fried fries.
Just look
at all the gravy, swimming in gravy. So I am going to try the meat. I've served myself up a little portion. We're gonna make sure I've got lots of gravy and a potato at the same time. Oh man, I'm so excited for this. Wow.
Wow, he says, wow.
That is some tender meat. And I've never had this kind of steak with gravy before, and it's like having like Thanksgiving or Christmas dinner, except with steak instead of turkey. And the steak is a lot better than any turkey I've ever had. So this is amazing.
So I ordered the mini bife de chorizo with french fries, and as you can see, there's nothing mini about that hunk of meat. I thought it was going to be at least half the size
Maybe
of that.
Maybe it's mini if you're a 10-foot tall giant that weighs over 500 kilograms.
Yeah, seriously. So,
but if you're kind of a normal mortal human, there's nothing mini about that.
It's massive, so I think we're going to have to share this and maybe even take some of it back home.
Oh, look at that meat. It looks so good.
It also has some hunks of fat in there. Ugh. Anyways, I'm struggling here. It's too big to maneuver. Oh man, how do I do this? Cut.
So we finally transferred it over to your plate. Now let's take your first bite. Cut that steak up.
So much meat. So it's a little bit rare, a little pink and juicy, which I don't mind. I can handle a little bit of blood.
That's how it's supposed to be done.
Yeah. You know what? That's good. That's good. I was expecting not to like it so much after trying Sam's because his was really amazing. He had bife de lomo, which is super tender. But this is actually quite soft as well. It's different cut of meat. This one's a little bit cheaper also than what Sam had, so there's a bit more fat in there. But it's actually pretty good. Yeah. So as Sam would say, this place is hopping.
This place is hopping, and you know what time? It's 12:40 right now, which is way before peak lunch time in Argentina. Normally when we've gone out to film our food videos, we've intentionally come like exceptionally early, like 12 o'clock when we arrived is really early for here. And we've done that just so we can get a table. But this place is almost entirely packed, and it's not even peak time until probably 2 p.m.
Yeah, and we're seeing lots of businessmen, and they're getting their food really fast. So I think they've like called in advance and ordered their meal.
Yeah, and we're loving our steak here, but we've also noticed that the pasta looks fantastic. We've seen like some giant meatballs that are like this big.
Yeah, seriously, we need to come back and try them.
Like they're bigger than my face almost.
Almost. Maybe not quite. So Sam is scowling over there on the other side of the table because apparently I had one too many fries, and he's not willing to share.
You were being little Miss Greedy Guts. You had about 10 or 15 bites of my fries while I was eating steak. So I had to draw the line right here. This is
That's the line.
That's mine.
The line. I'm allowed to have a few more, and then that's it.
I barely have any left.
Grr.
So I have no idea what we're doing. We're already stuffed, but yet we've somehow found room for
Dessert.
what?
We had to get dessert. So this is called flan con dulce de leche, and that looks amazing.
Oh my.
And like, look at all the juice down here, that caramelized sugar, oh my. Wow. I almost feel like we should have each gotten our own, because I'm gonna have trouble sharing. So Sam is counting the moolah. We're gonna pay up and then clear some room.
So in terms of price point, that was 468 pesos, which is roughly just over $30 US. And that included wine, that included 2 massive orders of steak and a dessert. So, oh, and also soda water too. So, and table service. So that was like, that's incredible value. I'm sure you could come here and order cheaper things. We noticed a lot of people ordering this kind of pasta with these giant meatballs. So there's value here to be had. The food is excellent. It's not pretentious. You just come here to eat big filling meal, and I'm so stuffed. I'm probably gonna have a 3-hour siesta after this.